Hey there. Come back to the cathedral this morning to have a look in the daylight, and it's supposed to be open. Doesn't look very open, but then again these gates, oh no, there's small gates there. Maybe the side entrance is how you get in. We're going to have a look. 8 AM to 11 AM. They're very big on their masses for the religious. I wonder if this is the way in. No hat, no food, no drink, keep quiet. That's a wooden model of the cathedral. There's the steps I walked in. That was very interesting. Haven't been in a church for a long time. And you can walk straight out of the cathedral, get yourself a golden chalice and a bottle of wine to fill it up with. Very handy. Right. That's a pretty good cathedral, really. I like it. I like this. Little grotto. Nice gardens. And another relief here. This is Bethlehem, guys. 3 wise men riding on their camels. Towards the star. That's about all I know. My apologies to any Christians out there for my absolute lack of knowledge in this area. It was never a big part of my life growing up. But anyway. Sun's out today. Blue skies all around, so it's very hot. But the good thing is, it's very windy, which cools everything down. Now over here, a very impressive building. And I'll get you over there for a closer look. California. We're a long way from California. Anyway, this is the building I was looking at, and it is the Supreme People's Court. The next place we're going is just around this corner. So this building here is what we've come to see. Doesn't look like much from here, but I'll tell you exactly what it is. It is the... Now, I'm probably going to say this wrong. So it's the Hanoi Prison, derelict prison, or prison remains. Whatever. Okay, I've got a little bit of information for you. I'll try and do this properly. I'll try and make a good video for once. Alright, built by the French in around about 1896, completed in 1886, completed in 1889. On the outskirts of the French Quarter here in Hanoi. This place, topped with that nasty looking glass you can see up there, the broken glass, and those wires you can see. Well, they were high voltage to stop the prisoners from getting out. It's intended to hold Vietnam's prisoners, mostly political prisoners who were often subjected to torture and interrogation behind these walls. So along with being tortured, interrogated, executed behind these walls, they also crammed as many people in there as they could. It was originally designed to hold 600 prisoners. By 1954, it held over 2,000 prisoners in this one complex. The street peddlers would come along and they would aid the prisoners behind these walls by throwing contraband and notes over the walls, and vice versa. The prisoners would smuggle out notes to let people know what was going on in the inside and what plans they had for any sort of revolutionary uprising that they were trying to bring into action. Following the defeat of the French at Dien Bien Phu in 1954, the French left Hanoi and the prison served as an education centre for the revolutionary, to instill the revolutionary doctrine on the Vietnamese people. On August 5th, 1964, so during the early-ish days of the Vietnam War, the first US prisoner was sent here, prisoner of war. He was Lieutenant Everett Alvarez. I think he was a junior lieutenant, actually. And not long after that, the name Hanoi Hilton was coined to welcome the new prisoners of war into the camp, make them feel like home. The prison was one of the sites that the North Vietnamese Army, Revolutionary Army, used to torture and interrogate the prisoners of war during the Vietnam War. Horrible stuff, really horrible stuff. It was horrible stuff before the US war as well. I mean, you know, back in 1913 when they crammed 1,200 people into a prison that was only designed for 600 people, I'm sure the conditions were horrible, especially when you were getting tortured, probably on a daily basis. One other thing, there's a guillotine room in here, which hopefully we'll be able to see. And the last person who was guillotined in Vietnam happened, I don't know who he was, or she, but it happened in 1960. But I'm not sure whether it happened in this prison or not. Could have. And what it's called now, named by the French, is the Maison Centrale. So let's get a ticket, go inside. You can get headphones for a tour. Oh yeah, a self-guided tour. But I haven't got them as yet because I want to talk to you guys. One of the reasons this prison was named the Fiery Furnace, or the Hellhole, was due to the town that it was built on. So they removed the town, and the town specialised in making pottery for cooking. So these style of things, and they would fire them in a kiln or an oven, just like this.
Nhưng là nó khóc biết tế khóc là
That's the communal toilet area.
khách quay lại ra chứ
Prisoners held in shackles. Must have been a truly horrible existence. Many people just left here, died in here, or came out ruined. Okay, this is the dungeon. Hope you can see it here. Cut-shot dungeon used to confine prisoners who broke the regulations of the prison. Cut-shot in Polar was hell of the hell. Dungeon. It's dark and narrow. Prisoners were kept separately and put in stocks and had to eat and relieve themselves on the spot. All the prisoners confined here were puffed with oedema. Their eyes were clouded over and their bodies were covered in scabies caused by the lack of light and air. Here we've got some reliefs, concrete reliefs. Prisoners getting tortured, restrained. Here we are, underground sewer in the death cells yard. On the night of December 24th, 1951, 16 Ho'olau death sentence political prisoners escaped through this underground sewer. 5 of them succeeded and rejoined the resistance base to continue the struggle. It's another part of the sewer. That would have been a horrible escape. Wow. Okay. Underground sewer in Camp J Yard from the night, the 11th to the 16th of March 1945. Over 100 Ho'olau political prisoners escaped through this underground sewer. They reached different locations and participated in general insurrection in August 1945, then became the party and government leaders. So they really did put in all the political prisoners were put in, and just tried to quell any sort of rebellion that was happening. Right, this is the detention area for female prisoners. I was wondering about that. Group cell for the female prisoners. And here we have the guillotine, last used in 1960. There's the blade way up there. There's some pictures on the wall here that I can't show you. Very gruesome. YouTube wouldn't not be impressed. Boxing gloves used to torture political prisoners. All these cells were used to house the prisoners sentenced to death. It's a very solid door. Shackles there. Shackled, probably 24/7. US President Nixon ordered the start of Operation Linebacker on the night of December 18th, 1972 to destroy major targets in Hanoi and Haiphong. Some of the destruction. Again, I can't show you the most gruesome of these photos. They are not good. There's Ho Chi Minh. In 1972, each person in Hanoi had access to over 400,000 individual bomb shelters and 90,000 mass bomb shelters. Every person had one bomb shelter at their home, one at their workplace, and access to the bomb shelters on the streets. Very famous photos there. Okay, that was the Hanoi Prison. So I highly recommend coming here if that's your thing. It's very informative. There's quite a bit there, quite a bit to see. This is, I would say this is better than the War Remnants Museum in Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, in my opinion. But if I don't add any more onto this video, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like it. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs ups are great. Thanks again.